Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking your time to clicking on this Let's Connect presentation. I'm Dr. Rich Klindworth with East Carolina University, and over the next 20 or so minutes, we're going to go through the college process just a little bit. We're not going to go really in depth, but we're going to increase your college knowledge a little bit so that you can make an informed decision on what is the best pathway for you or your child in obtaining a college education. And hopefully it's going to be here at East Carolina University. All too often people say, well, college isn't for me, it's for other people, it's too expensive, it's not worth it. But the reality is higher education is a possibility for just about everybody, and hopefully for you as well as you watch this video. The one thing that you have to know is how to navigate the college process. You need to know the various pathways where you can earn your degrees, but do it affordably so that you will not be loaded down with debt. We want you to be able to eventually come here to East Carolina University and graduate and get a job and know that your education was an investment to help make your dreams become reality. So to begin this college knowledge journey, we want to bring you to campus, at least virtually. We talk a lot about how higher education is an investment. You're paying for an education, so you're investing in your future. And the data supports that. If you're looking at US Census Bureau data, here is the median household income of those who live in North Carolina. On average, more than $77,000 a year. And the percent with a bachelor's degree or higher in the state of North Carolina is a little more than 1 out of every 3 people. Now take a look at this. These are all of our Let's Connect counties. And as you can see, the median household income is well below the state average. Now look at the percent with bachelor's degree or higher. And that is well below the state percentage. Take a look at the bottom here with Washington County. Less than $42,000 a year for the median household income, but then look at the percent with bachelor's degree. And I'll give you a second to look at both sides with the lower median household income and the lower percent with bachelor's degrees. Now take a look at Wake County. That's where Raleigh is. The median household income is almost $103,000 a year. So essentially, 3 out of every 5 people in Wake County has a bachelor's degree or higher. And one more slide on this topic. These are all bigger areas when it comes to industry in the state of North Carolina. Look at the median household income. They're all above the state average. And also look at that percent with the bachelor's degree or higher. It's also higher than what it is in the state. So hopefully you'll be able to see the correlation of bachelor's degree and median household income. We talk a lot about the lifelong benefits of a college education. Now, this information is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. On average, someone who earns a high school diploma will make around $44,000 a year. Associate's degree goes up to a little more than $52,000 a year. And then with your bachelor's degree, it goes up to almost $75,000 a year. And then look at your master's and then your doctoral degrees. As you can see, the more education you earn, on average, the more money that you will make per year. One of the things that we like to talk about with the Let's Connect program is more money does not necessarily bring you happiness. However, a higher income helps you put a roof over your head, put food on your table, and have health insurance. Those are three big aspects of having a happy and healthy life. Again, going back into the lifelong benefits of a college education, we're going to talk about the return on investment, your lifetime earnings. So we showed you a second ago about what you make per year. Well, all that money adds up year after year after year. So if you earn an associate's degree from a North Carolina community college, you will earn on average up to $7,000 more annually than those with a high school diploma. ECU is part of the UNC system, and the UNC system did a return on investment study about a degree like, say, from East Carolina University. So on average, with your bachelor's degree from ECU, you will make about $500,000 more over your entire career than someone who does not have a minimum of a bachelor's degree. Now, again, we were talking about more education, more money that you can make. If you earn a master's or a doctoral degree from, say, East Carolina University, you will earn about $1 million more over the course of your career than someone who does not have a master's or a doctorate. So again, this is data that shows that an investment into more education pays off. I would imagine everybody's dream is to go to college and get a really good job. Take a look at this slide. These are all different places that ECU graduates either work or have worked for. And I know that you recognize a lot of these companies. What we like to say is a degree from ECU can literally take you anywhere. Over the past 6 months, we've been really excited here at East Carolina University because we're now an R1 institution. We are a Research 1 institution. So what does it mean to be R1? Well, we are a top-tier research university. In that respect, we are just like Harvard, University of Wisconsin-Madison, University of Michigan. Those big name schools that you think of with research, we are right there with them. What that does for you, it adds value to your East Carolina University degree. We are proud of a lot of things here at East Carolina University for what our education does for our students. There are a couple things on this slide that I really like to highlight. One is a best bang for your buck school. That means we are relatively affordable. Affordability is relative depending on what your background is, but we are affordable. We're also a top 25% school for increasing your social mobility. So that goes back to all the data that we were showing here in the beginning. So a degree from East Carolina University can really help you when you're looking to move up in that socioeconomic status. There is a lot of opportunity here at East Carolina University for you to earn a degree or multiple degrees. Here's just a little bit of what we have to offer. And then this slide shows some of our top undergraduate majors. I just said that ECU is an affordable institution. Well, this slide will talk about the real cost of college. This is for the current academic year that we're in, 2025-2026. If you're a North Carolina resident, tuition and fees, $7,438, room and board, $12,003, so that's a total per year just under $20,000 at $19,441. And then for out-of-state students, tuition and fees jumps up, $23,715. Room and board stays the same, so total per year is $35,718. So one of the things that I want to really dive into here is that room and board. So if you live within 35 miles of campus and you're a North Carolina resident, you can get a waiver to be able to commute from home. So you would not have to pay that room and board. So that room and board is just for your first year. Traditional freshmen or students who come from an early college, you're required to live on campus that first year. When you're a sophomore, junior, senior, you do not have to live on campus. So after that first year, you don't have to live on campus anymore if you don't want to. We have plenty of off-campus housing. You might be able to save some money getting some roommates and living off campus, or it might be more cost-effective to live on campus. So that's something that you will have to look into moving forward. Another thing is, if these costs are still too much, if that $19,000 a year or $35,000 a year is too much, there are many ways you can make your time at ECU more affordable. So one, you can take free classes while you're in high school at the community college. You can go to the early college. You can take AP courses. Or you could start at a community college, graduate from the community college with your associate's degree, and come to ECU to get that bachelor's degree. Again, we're talking about the bachelor's degree, ECU's mission, student success, public service, regional transformation. As those slides earlier talked about, regional transformation really comes from those bachelor's degrees. But beyond that, 80% of ECU students receive financial assistance. That is very important. You can get it through scholarships, grants, work study, and beyond that, we have student employment here at ECU. You can work while you're here at ECU on campus. Not only is it a safe environment, but they also work around your schedule because they know that you're students. So that will help you not be as stressed with having to work and get classes done. So one of the things to think about if you're going to go to the early college to take AP courses or to take classes at the community college while you're in high school, or if you go to the community college first, make sure, reach out to East Carolina University, make sure all of the credits you're taking will be able to transfer. The last thing we want you to do is waste money on college credits that are not going to transfer, because not only is that a waste of money, but that's a waste of your time and effort. So make sure that those college credits will transfer, and that will absolutely save you money. And now here's this slide in Spanish. One of the biggest things whenever it comes to being able to pay for college is to find out what you qualify for financial aid. Here is a video that you will want to pay attention to, because every year, millions and millions and millions of dollars are left on the table.
I know it sounds too good to be true, but there really is free money for college at studentaid.gov.
Yo sé que suena muy verdadero para ser verdad, pero lo es. En realidad hay dinero gratis en studentaid.gov para que puedas ir a la universidad.
Did you know that cost is the #1 barrier to attending a 2 or 4-year college?
¿Sabías que el costo es la barrera número 1 en asistir a una universidad o colegio?
An important early step in financial aid is the completion of the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid.
Un paso importante que puedes tomar para pedir ayuda económica es completar la solicitud gratuita de ayuda federal para estudiantes, conocida como la FAFSA.
Nationally, $4 billion was left on the table by the class of 2023.
Más de $4 billones se quedaron en la mesa porque estudiantes no completaron FAFSA, y esto fue a nivel nacional.
And that equates to over $137 million of free money that was not used by North Carolina students.
Y en Carolina del Norte fueron más de $137 millones que se quedaron en la mesa por no completar FAFSA.
So it's time to get prepared. Before you can complete your FAFSA, verify your eligibility. Go out to studentaid.gov to receive your FSA ID. That's also called your Federal Student Aid ID.
Es tiempo de prepararte. Antes de comenzar tu FAFSA, el primer paso es verificar si eres elegible. También debes de crear tu credencial FSA ID visitando studentaid.gov.
You and your parent or a contributor will each need an account. You just need one, and each year you'll use it to fill out your FAFSA.
El estudiante y el padre o contribuidor necesitarán una cuenta que utilizarán cada año para completar su FAFSA.
And once your form is submitted, colleges will receive your information to determine what types of aid you qualify for.
Cuando termines tu FAFSA, las universidades recibirán la solicitud y determinarán qué tipo de ayuda económica eres elegible.
Completing the FAFSA is potentially earning money that doesn't have to be paid back.
Completando la FAFSA puede ser que recibas ayuda económica que no tienes que devolver.
Financial aid includes North Carolina and federal grants, the free money you can get to help pay for your education. There's also other financial aid like low-interest loans and work study.
Esta ayuda puede incluir ayuda que viene a través del gobierno federal y del estado, conocido como subvenciones. También puedes recibir subvenciones o becas institucionales que vienen directamente de la universidad. Puedes ser elegible para préstamos de bajo interés y también puede ser que seas elegible para un préstamo perdonable.
And if you're not eligible to complete the FAFSA, make sure you check with your college to see what types of scholarships you may qualify for.
Y si no eres elegible para completar FAFSA, puedes revisar con los colegios o las universidades para ver qué tipo de ayudas económicas tienen para estudiantes. Y también recuerda que hay muchas becas disponibles para todo tipo de estudiante.
If a 2 or 4-year college is your path, complete the FAFSA and apply to colleges.
Si tu meta es ir a una universidad de 2 o 4 años, completa tu FAFSA y llena la solicitud a las universidades.
These are the steps to help North Carolina meet the educational attainment goal of 2 million credentials and degrees by 2030.
Esto ayudará a Carolina del Norte a alcanzar el objetivo de logro educativo de 2 millones de credenciales o títulos para el año 2030.
You just can't beat it. Potentially free money coming your way. So go out to file your FAFSA today.
Es una oportunidad que no puedes perder en recibir ayuda para pagar la universidad. Ve y completa tu FAFSA.
So if you decide to start a community college, that's fantastic because we have partnerships with community colleges, which will make your transfer process seamless. There are many different pathways to go from the community college to East Carolina University. The one that we're really proud of is the Pirate Promise program. You can access more information on it by going to the website piratepromise.ecu.edu or just by Googling ECU Pirate Promise. Your ECU application fee will be waived. You will get a dedicated transfer coach, which is very important. You will get joint academic advising. Like I said earlier, do not waste money on credits that will not transfer. And you will also get joint financial aid counseling. And there are other benefits as well, but those are ones that will really save you in the long run. A little bit ago, I was talking about scholarships. Well, ECU's Honors College has some really nice scholarships. Our Brinkley Lane Scholars, that is a fully funded education plus. So if you want to be eligible for the Honors College, you need to apply to ECU by October 15th. Now that is typically a pretty standard date year in and year out. So if you're a junior, sophomore, freshman, or even a middle schooler right now, just remember that date. Make sure you apply to ECU before October 15th. And if you're a senior, depending on when you're watching this right now, if it's before October 15th, 2025, make sure you apply quickly if you want to be included in the Honors College. And don't worry, if you started a community college first, we have the ECU Transfer Honors College. So you will still be able to be a part of the Honors College, but you need to apply by February to be eligible. With ECU being an R1 institution, our Pirates study hard. And whenever you're done studying, sometimes you need a break. We have 400 plus student organizations. There's literally something for everyone out there. You can get connected with people that you really relate to on campus, or get outside of yourself and explore other groups that you might never thought about. Thousands of students every year take part in intramural sports and club sports. Again, something for everyone here at ECU. Plus, ECU is Division I whenever it comes to college athletics. Have you ever been to an ECU football game? The atmosphere is fantastic. Or if you've been to Minji's for a basketball game, both men's and women's, or in the jungle for a baseball game, or you have softball, tennis, soccer, lacrosse, swimming and diving, track and field, golf. I hope I didn't leave out any of our sports, but we have some fantastic athletes that would love to have your support. How to apply? Common App, CFNC, or admissions.ecu.edu. And here are some dates and deadlines that are pretty standard year after year. One of the things I wanted to make mention of, though, is the $75 application fee. So the past few years, ECU has taken part in 2 free application fee weeks. So just like with being able to, if you live close enough to be able to commute from home or taking college credit while you're in high school, we really cared that ECU is affordable for you. If that $75 application fee is too much and you are a senior right now, as long as you're watching this video before October 20th, 2025, from October 20th, 2025 to October 26th, 2025, we are participating in CFNC's free application week. So make sure you apply then. And if you are an underclassman right now, the past couple years, ECU has taken part in 2 free application weeks. CFNC's free application week, and ECU's standalone free application week. That was earlier this year in September, so unfortunately that's not going to help you at this moment. But there are ways to help make college more affordable for you. If you want to transfer, again, there's a $75 application fee, unless of course you take part in the Pirate Promise program, which we had mentioned earlier. That application fee is waived, or if you take part in one of the free application weeks. And then here are some deadlines that you might want to pay attention to for whenever you're going to apply to ECU. Visit us. I know you got to see a glimpse of campus in the beginning of this video, but we really would like to see you in person if possible. There are plenty of ways that you can get involved. One of the biggest ones that we have every year is our open house. That is October 25th, 2025. So if you are interested, please come out to that event. You will not regret being here. It is a festive opportunity, and you should be able to get all of your questions about college answered in person. Well, that's it. We've come to the end of this presentation. Thank you so much for taking part in ECU's Let's Connect program, and we really hope we'll get to see you on campus. Until the next time, go Pirates.